Hello there. Let's go ahead and personalize this birthday invitation newspaper template from Triple U Creations. So it is hosted on Canva, which has a free account that you can sign up for and customize this to fit your needs. Now, with the templates, what I do recommend is before you start editing to actually duplicate the templates just in case you make a mistake. You have the original to go back to and kind of get what you need. So to duplicate, here is what you're going to do. I typically go down here to the grid view, and then I will select everything and hit this duplicate button right here. Now, once I duplicate, I do like to put like a little divider page here. That way I kind of know what it is, what the original is, and which one is the one I'm working on. So let's go to this one. I'm going to work on this one. And these grids sometimes can be annoying to see for some people when they are editing. So if you want to kind of take them out, head on over to File. And then under settings, you'll see the option to show rulers and grids or rulers and guides, excuse me. If you don't want it, go ahead and check that off and it'll take it out. All right, so let's go ahead and personalize this and start right here. So everything here is you can personalize, like the text, the pictures, colors, you can totally change those up. So I'm just going to pick a few elements that I'm going to change on this one. And I'm going to leave those there. Happy birthday, Jackie. Just going to put that there. And we are going to put October's finest turns 40. All right, let's head on over here. I'm not going to change anything here, but what I am going to do here is to make this all fit in this area. Since it doesn't quite do that, I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add some pictures. And like I said, you can change all of this. So when you have your date and location, dress code, whatever, text here, you can change all of that. And for elements like these that are grouped, I kind of did that on purpose so they don't move on you when you are editing. But if you want to, you can always ungroup them by hitting this ungroup button right here, and it will make them separate elements. That way you can kind of move them around and delete them individually and stuff like that. Okay, just a little tip there. The word search, that you cannot edit, so that kind of stays the same. If you don't want it, you can scrap it out and put another element there. So it's entirely up to you. So let's go ahead and sort out the pictures. So for the pictures, to upload your own pictures, go ahead and hit over here to upload, hit upload files. And mine are in my download folder, so I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to select all of them, and then I can pick and choose which photos I want where. Perfect. There we are. All right, so for our front page, let's see. I think I like this one. I really, really like this one. Now, this picture doesn't quite fit on there like I'd like it to. So to correct that, I'm going to double click on it and then just drag it on here. I want to make sure that those champagne glasses show and the face shows really nicely. And I'm going to hit done. Perfect. All right, I'm going to put a little space between that, just like that. And then I'm going to get another picture for this area right here. And I really like this one. October's Finest turns 40. I like it, but the picture doesn't, the text doesn't show as well. So what I can do for the text is to head on over to Effects, and I'm going to put like an outline on it. There we go. I'm going to put an outline on it. That way it kind of stands out. Let's change the color to black. Bingo. Much better. October's Finest turns 40. Okay, I like that, like that. All right, so let's go on over to page number 2 and add some more pictures. I like this one. Which other ones? I like this one as well. Okay, so you see how this picture doesn't entirely cover the frame? We can fix that by double clicking and then just kind of drag it till it fits entirely in that frame. And I think we're good. Let's take a look. Wow. Let me see if I can get her head to come down a little bit. Nope. Okay. That will have to do. Okay. So that looks good. Let's add some more pictures over here. I like this one. I'm going to bring her up a little bit. And then last but not the least, this little guy right here. All right. So our newspaper is ready. That's all I'm going to change for now, just for the sake of time. But when you are editing yours, go ahead and just take your time and make all the changes that you need to make it suit you and your needs, okay? So to go ahead and download, I'm going to head on over to the share area right here. Now, before I do that, some people do like this to be in black and white. You can actually, once you download it, when you want to print it, select black and white color as the color type. However, if you're going to send it out to print professionally, to avoid any issues or any errors, you can actually turn these into black and white pictures. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to duplicate this one and then show you how to do that. So I am going to duplicate. Like I said, I still like to put that little divider there so I know which is what. All right, so to get that black and white effect, I'm going to click on the picture and head on over to edit up here. Bear with me, my computer is a little slow. Come on, computer. Okay, here we are. So once you hit the edit, it'll bring up this little grid right here. And under filters, I clicked see all. I'm going to come all the way down here and I'm going to hit newspaper to give me that whole retro look. And we have that right there. Now this text here does not look centralized, so I am going to kind of move it, and then you'll see that little line in between. It kind of tells you that you're in a good position. Yeah, that looks better. And then I'm going to do the same thing for all of them. Unfortunately, Canva doesn't let you kind of select multiple pictures and apply the filter to it. You have to do it individually from my experience. However, maybe some people know how to do it. I just haven't figured that out yet. I have to do it separately. Okay. Come on now. Almost done. Last but not least, Beautiful. Okay, so we have our newspaper in black and white that we can send off to be professionally printed at like Home Depot or your local printing company. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and download the colored version, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Head over to Share, Download, and then we want this to download in the PDF print format. And if you have the free Canva account, you'll be able to download it with the RGB color profile. It still prints well when you send it out professionally. However, if you do have the Pro